So, my dear student, here chapter 1 rational number, it's a exercise 1.1 we are beginning. Okay, this is question number 1. This question number 1, let me read it for you. Using appropriate properties, find. Okay, so we need to apply properties also, properties of rational number. Okay, now what is the first question? I am reading it here. Minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. This is the question. Now, dear student, first of all, it's a responsibility to separate in a term form. Means which are the terms? So generally, you know this word term you have studied in algebra, algebraic expression in that. In that, we have studied that the terms can be separate through plus and minus sign. Fine. So, dear student, here you can see this I am considering first term. This is separated with plus minus sign. This is second term, and of course this is third. Fine. So there are three terms. They can be separate with only plus minus sign. First term, second term, and third term. Now think about this term. Okay, let me call simply that first term is I am considering for your better understanding a small a, small b, and this term I am considering small c. I am separating the three terms and think. Be a keen observer and think which two terms have something common in them. Which two terms have something common in them? Of course, you will say, ma'am, here in term A and in term C, 3 by 4 is common in both of these terms. Agree? So, what I am going to do now? Next step, equal to sign minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 4. This is first term A and C. This C wala term I am going to write it together. I am writing it together. These two terms I am writing it together, and this B term I am putting at the end. Here to you, what I have done, simply I have written A and B. This term is A, this term is an B. I have put it together. Reason behind that, there is 3 by 5 in common. Okay. So in the next step, I am going to take out 3 by 5 common from here and from this. I need to write 3 by 5 outside the bracket. So here it will be into 3 by 5 as I have taken outside. So what is left inside? So here it will be minus 2 by 3 is left. And here minus 1 by 6 is left. Here to you, once again, 3 by 5 is common. So minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 6, that is common. Okay, and plus 5 by 2 is already there. Let it be as. Clear to you? Now, in a next step, just look at your screen. I am not touching this term. I am keeping this fractional number as it is. Okay, this fractional number I am keeping as it is, and let's work out. That is rational number 3 by 5. And here they are connected with plus minus sign. So here I am taking the LCM of 3 and 6. Fine. As usual, student, you know very well the LCM of 3 and 6 is, if you find it in rough column, then the LCM of 3 and 6, it will be 6. Fine. So in a small writing I am mentioning here, this 3 can be multiplied by 2 because 3 2 ja 6, and 6 can be multiplied with 1 because 6 1 ja 6. Clear? What I have done, as the LCM is 6 here. Fine. So dear student, I am going to multiply with the same number to the numerator. So what do I have? Here it is 2 and this minus 2. 2 2 cha minus 4. So I am writing minus 4 minus 1 1 cha 1. So I am writing here it is 1. And here plus 5 by 2 as it is. Here LCM 6 already I have mentioned. Now 3 by 5 is another rational number outside the bracket. We know that minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. So I need to write minus 5 by 6. And of course this fractional number I am writing as it is. Okay, that is rational number. Now let's simplify. If I have here 3 by 5 and I am going to multiply because product sign is there. So it is minus 5 by 6 and plus 5 by 2 I am keeping separate. So first I am going to simplify these two terms. So as we know that 5 will be cancelled. So here minus 1 will be left. Minus 1 will be left in the numerator, and of course here 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6. Okay, so here it will be 2. So dear student, what is left here with me? In the numerator I have minus 1. Yes, in denominator it is 2 only. Clear to you? So here minus 1 half left, and this is 5 by 2 here. Clear to you? Now you know very well here LCM similar means denominator similar. Already both of this rational number, they are in like fraction. So like fraction, no need to work out for the LCM. Only one time we need to write 2 here, and here in the numerator we will have minus 1 plus 5. So you know very well minus 1 plus 5 gives the result 4. 4 divided by 2 gives the result 2. So the answer of this question is 2, right? What is the answer? That is 2. Okay. But dear student, here they have asked to apply the property. Property already we applied. But which property we have applied? So I am mentioning it here side by side now. Okay. As you have seen, dear student, we have this and these two terms I put together. Means I have made their group. I have made their group, and the grouping property is called associative property. Fine. So here in front of this step, it's compulsory to mention that is associative property. Okay, this is called associative property in a bracket. Clear to you? We need to mention in front of this because we are making here grouping, and after grouping we are having here associative property. Okay, now beside this you can say here outside the bracket we have taken out something. So here product is also there, and inside here product, and here inside you can see here minus sign means product, and minus plus sign also there. So this simplification is called distributive property. So I am mentioning here distributive, distributive property here in front of this step. Okay, so please in front of this step these two property we have used, and through that we are able to solve this question of rational number. Okay, my dear student, here second part of the question 1 is 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7 minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 plus 1 upon 14 into 2 by 5. Okay, so this is the question. We want to apply the property, appropriate property, and we want to find its a solution. Fine. Now first of all, as I taught you in first question, we need to make a pair. That is called the making the grouping. So grouping can be done. First we need to separate the terms, and terms can be separated with the plus or minus sign. So of course you can see this is the full complete sum. Here it is minus, this is second term, and of course this is third term. Let me call it as small a, small b, and small c for your better understanding. Okay, now these three pairs of these three terms of rational number we are given as a rational number form. Now we should be a keen observer and observe carefully which two terms should I write together so that I should have a common factor? Means I should have a something common which is present in both of the term. Then of course you will say in A and C. In A and C, what is common? It is quite visible. In A and C, here 2 by 5 in A and in C wala term 2 by 5. So first of all, I am making the grouping. I am doing the grouping of A and C. So what do I have? I will have 2 by 5 into bracket minus 3 by 7 and along with this sign plus 1 upon 14 into 2 by 5. These two terms I am putting together. That is called associative property. And here minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 as it is. Fine. So this is how we have done under the associativity property. Okay. So we need to mention here associative property. Fine. We have applied associative property. Now, as we know here 2 by 5, here 2 by 5 common. So, let me write it outside the bracket. So, into the bracket. What is left here? Minus 3 by 7 will be left. And here plus 1 upon 14. Because 2 by 5 already I have taken outside the bracket. From these two terms, this will be left inside. And here 1 upon 14. Minus. Now here both of this term is connected with product sign. Okay, and as you know dear student, product sign indicate that we can cancel if it is common something in numerator. 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6. So finally in the numerator 1 1 ja 1 left, 2 into 2 that is 4. So here in denominator we have 4. Fine. Now, next step. Let me write this rational number outside the bracket as it is and let's work out on the denominator. Are they similar? The denominator of both of these rational numbers similar? No, they are in unlike fraction. So let's convert them into like fraction by taking their LCM. What will be the LCM of 7 and 14? Of course, it will be 14. All of us we know. You can find in rough column if you are not able to understand it directly, to find it directly. So 7 and 14, its LCM will be 14. If it is 14, then first term should be multiplied by with 7 can be multiplied by 2 because 7 2 ja 14 and 14 1 ja 40. Fine. So dear student, minus 3 into 2 is minus 6 plus 1 1 ja 1. Clear to you? And here minus 1 by 4. Fine. Now next step. Here 2 by 5 is already there. 2. So my student, see here. This already we have proved that this is associative property. Okay. Fine. Now from these two terms I have taken 2 by 5 common. So here minus 3 by 7 left and plus 1 upon 14 left. Here and here after simplification, if we simplify these two terms, they are connected with product sign. So here 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6. So here it will be 2. So in numerator 1 1 ja 1 and 2 2 ja 4 in denominator. Fine. This here, please dear student, mention for this also here distributive property. Okay. Here we are applying distributive property. In a short I am writing distributive property. Now how to work out? As I have taken 2 by 5 common from these two terms. So minus 3 by 7 is left inside and here 1 upon 14 left. Fine. Now what is the LCM of 7 and 14? Fine, because they are unlike fraction. So let's convert them into like fraction. So for that taking the LCM. So we know that LCM of 7 and 14 is 14. So we need to multiply this 7 by 2. 7 2 ja 14 and 14 1 ja 14. So dear student, here 3 2 cha minus 6 in numerator, 1 1 cha 1 here, denominator 14 and here minus 1 by 4. Fine. So dear student, here 2 by 5 is already there. Minus 6 plus 1. Minus 6 plus 1, it gives the result minus 5. And upon 14 is already there. And this minus 1 by 4. Clear to you? So these two terms now they are connected. They are both of these terms they are connected with product sign. So first of all, 5 will be cancelled. So here it will be minus 1 left. We know that 2 1 ja 2, 7 2 ja 40. Here it will be 7. So my dear student, here in numerator 1 into minus 1 is minus 1 and here in denominator 7 will be left. And here minus 1 by 4 is also there. Fine. Again you know that the LCM of 7 and 4 that is 28. Fine. 7 4 are 28. So we need to multiply this 7 with 4 and this 4 with 7. Okay. Now with the same number we are going to multiply numerator. So minus 1 into 4 that is minus 4. 1 into 7 that is 7. So here it is minus 7. So my dear student, in numerator we will have minus 4 and minus 7. Same sign as addition, but sign remain minus. 4 plus 7 is 11 and of course your denominator 28. No such a common factor in numerator and denominator. That's why the answer of this is minus 11 by 28, which is a simplification of second part after applying associative property and here in this step distributive property. Clear to you? Exercise 1.1. It's the question number 2. The question is in front of your screen. Write the additive inverse of each of the following. Right? Additive inverse. Additive inverse of each of the following. Okay. Now let's see what is additive inverse and how to write. First is 2 by 8. First is 2 by 8. This is the question. Right? 2 by 8. So we need to mention here additive inverse. We need to write here additive inverse of 2 by 8 is dash. What it will be? So of course it will be minus 2 by 8. Please remember it is minus 2 by 8. Whatever the sign of this rational number, it's the opposite sign, it will become the additive inverse of the main number. See here, our main number is positive, this rational number is positive, so its the additive inverse will be negative of it. Clear to you? Let's see one more example that is given in 2 number. It is minus 5 by 9, right? We need to mention minus 5 by 9. So we need to write here additive inverse of minus 5 by 9 is. Here we need to write the answer. Now you can see, dear student, here minus, the given rational number is negative. Given rational number is negative, it is minus. So its the additive inverse will be positive. So we need to write here 5 by 9. Okay. You can write oblique sign here this way and then 9. 5 by 9. Either you can write this way also. If not, then this is also the way of writing the fractional number. Fine. Clear to you? So negative, additive inverse of negative number is positive, but we should not mention plus here. It is understood. Now what is the third? We are given minus 6 by minus 4. Let's work out upon that. minus 6 upon minus 5. Fine, this we are given. So let's see. So we need to mention here additive inverse of minus 6 by minus 5 is. Okay, so before we proceed for that, okay, so I am giving you one clue. As you know, okay, all of you know very well, this is in numerator also negative, denominator also negative. When we divide any negative number with other negative number, so that number is become 6 by 5. Clear to you? So this number, for simply I should say for this number, this is become 6 by 5. Okay. So the additive inverse of 6 by 5 is, now what it will be? Now this is already the main number is becoming positive. So of course it's the additive inverse, it will become minus 6 by 5. Once again I am explaining, because of minus in numerator, minus in denominator, we need to mention this answer is minus 6 by 5. The fourth part of the question number 2 is 2 upon minus 9. So let's note down. We need to mention here additive inverse of 2 upon minus 9. So dear students, 2 upon minus 9 can be written as, 2 upon minus 9, that is can be written as, this can be written as minus 2 upon 9, because whenever minus is in denominator, we can consider it in a numerator. So the answer of this, what it will be? So now the number is minus 2 by 9. Because 2 by minus 9 can be written as minus 2 by 9. So its additive inverse will be the positive number. Fine. Here it is negative number. So its additive inverse will be positive. Clear to you? Next, one more is there. Let's work out upon that. 19 upon minus 6. The question is 19 upon minus 6. Here also you can see the minus negative is in the denominator. So first we need to mention additive inverse of 19 upon minus 6. Now 19 upon minus 6, can I write it minus 19 upon 6? Same thing. And as it is negative, so of course its the additive inverse will be positive number. So here I need to write this is 19 by 6. This is very simple and very easy. Question 2 over here. So my dear students, here question number 3 of exercise 1.1 in front of you. The question is, verify that minus x, minus is outside the bracket and minus x inside the bracket, that is equal to x. For which value of x? That is 11 by 50. Fine. So let's start the solution. What we have to prove? Let me note down. This is minus x equal to x. Okay. This we need to prove. So here in this equation is having two parts, LHS and this is RHS. Fine. So let's work out on LHS part first. So here LHS is what we are given. Let's note down without doing any changes. Minus x. Fine. Now dear student, minus is already there. This is also minus I am writing. Now in place of x, I am putting the value here, 11 by 50. This value I am putting. Now as you know dear student, because of minus plus, because outside the bracket when we are having minus, so this term will become plus. So that is 11 by 15. Clear to you? And as you know, 11 by 15 is equal to x. So finally, we are reaching to our destination. That is, this will become RHS. So we need to mention, therefore, LHS equal to RHS. LHS equal to RHS for x equal to 11 by 50. This is the complete solution of question number 3, first part. Clear to you? So here I am explaining you again the same thing. The question says x equal to 11 by 50. One of the value of x we are given, right? What we are given beside this in the question, minus in the bracket minus x equal to x, that we need to prove along with this value. So let's begin with LHS. What is LHS we are given? Minus of minus x. Okay. Nothing I have done. In place of x, I am putting the value of x, that is 11 by 15. I drop the value of this 11 by 15 here. As we know that, dear student, minus minus plus. So if you do not mention this plus sign, then also it's okay. It indicates positive fractional number or positive rational number. Now, as we know, what is 11 by 15? This value is already the value of x itself. So x I am writing here, and which is our RHS, because x RHS right hand side, which we have to prove. So as we have begin with LHS and complete up to RHS, so LHS equal to RHS similar. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore, that is for any value of x, that is 11 by 50. Now similar procedure we will see for second part. Let's see what we are given in second. Now second question, in that we are given the value of x, that is equal to minus 13 by 17. You can see here x equal to minus 13 by 7. Clear to you? So what to do in such a case? That let's begin what we have to prove first. We need to prove this thing. Minus minus x in bracket, it gives the result x. So this is LHS, this is of RHS. So let's begin with LHS. Left hand side, what we are given? Minus minus sign. Now be careful about, before you put the sign, we need to be careful. Fine. See, dear student, here minus is already there. Inside the bracket it is minus already there. Now the value of x we are going to put. Okay, what is the value of x? That is already given. So in another bracket I am writing 13 by 17. This is 17. 13 by 17, this bracket over, and this bracket is also over. Right? Nothing I have done. Once again, see, minus is already given, but in place of x I have written minus 13 by 7. Now let's simplify. As we know, minus is here outside the bracket. Minus minus, we know, outside the bracket, minus and this minus, so this will become plus. So our number will become plus. But again we know that minus plus, what is the value of minus plus? That's it, that is minus 13 upon 17. And of course, you know, minus 13 by 17, that is the value of x itself. So I need to mention here x, and that is equal to RHS, which is right hand side, which we have to prove. Therefore, we need to mention here LHS equal to RHS for which value of x? X equal to minus 13 upon 17. Right? This is very simple and very easy question asked for 1 marks in the exam sometimes. Not frequently asked. It's because this question very easy. Right? So, my dear student, here question number 4 of the same exercise we are given. Find the multiplicative inverse of the following. Find multiplicative inverse. Again, it's a new word for you here. That is also new word. I have written multiplicative inverse. That is another name of multiplicative inverse is reciprocal. I think you have heard this word, reciprocal. Okay, that is multiplicative inverse. So let's see how could we write this. First, in that we are given minus 13. Right? This number is minus 13. Now remember dear student, whenever we are writing multiplicative inverse, it doesn't matter with the sign. Means whatever the question, whatever the sign we are given in the question of that number, that sign will remain as it is for the multiplicative inverse. There isn't any changes for the sign. Then which type of changes we have to do? So let's see. While writing the answer, first we need to mention multiplicative inverse of which number? Minus 13. Multiplicative inverse of minus 13. As usual, I told you, no need to change the sign. Sign will remain same. But we need to write the reciprocal of 13. Reciprocal of 13 will be 1 upon 13. Means numerator will become denominator and denominator will become numerator. Now as we are not given anything here, so always consider minus 13 is an integer number, as we studied in the explanation of rational number, that all the rational numbers means all the integers, they are also rational number, because we can write minus 13 as minus 13 by 1. So what will be the reciprocal? Of course, the reciprocal will be minus 1 upon 30. Clear to you? Let's same thing we are going to apply for second. What we are given in the second? Let's see. We are given in the second minus 13 upon 9. This is the question. So let's move out with that. So we need to write here multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse of minus 13 upon 19 equal to. Okay. Now see, dear student, as we know, we need not have to change the sign. So this sign remain as it is. Only we need to change the numerator and denominator. Exchange of numerator and denominator. So of course the answer will be minus 19 upon 30. Clear to you? Now let's work out on the third. The third which we are given is 1 by 5. 1 by 5, this rational number given. So let's see what will be the multiplicative inverse of 1 by 5. Multiplicative, we need to mention multiplicative inverse of 1 by 5, that is equal to, as we know, this is positive number 5. So positive number, its a reciprocal will be negative, positive only. The reciprocal of 1 by 5 or a multiplicative inverse of positive number will be also positive. But as here 1 by 5, so we need to mention it is 5 by 1. You can mention 5 by 1. If not, then simply 5 also you can write. Okay. As we know that numerator will become denominator and denominator will become numerator. So you are free to write 5 by 1. But after all, the value of 5 by 1 is only 1. So this is the. So my dear student, here the question fourth is minus 5 by 8 multiplied by minus 3 by 7. Right. So first of all, before we proceed for its a multiplicative inverse, we need to simplify this. Okay. Here we do not have to take LCM. Reason behind that, it is product sign. Fine, dear student. If we are having here plus minus sign, then we need to work out for the LCM. So far simple. First we need to simplify this. First you find anything common which is common in the numerator and denominator, which can be cancelled. No, not at all. So simple. I should say 5 3 cha. Of course, I need to say it is 15. And as we know that minus minus in product will become plus. Right? 8 7 cha 56. Fine? 8 7 ja 56. 5 3 ja 15. 8 7 ja 56. So this is the main number of hours because no such a common factor. So now Let's after simplification now let's note down multiplicative inverse of multiplicative inverse of. So dear student, you know very well the number is now 15 upon 56. Okay, 15 upon 56 is positive number. So it's a multiplicative inverse will be also positive. Right? Don't write here minus. Here that we are doing in the additive inverse. Fine. So no need to change the sign. Only work out upon the numerator and denominator. So here the reciprocal multiplicative inverse, another name is reciprocal. This will become 56 by 50. This is the solution. Fine. One more question of the same type we are given, that is we are given fifth number. Let's see, the question is minus 1 into minus 2 by 5. Minus 1 into minus 2 by 5. Before we proceed for the multiplicative inverse, let's write it's the product. As we know that minus 1 minus 2 while multiplying, minus minus plus 1 2 ja 2 and the 5. So the number is 2 by 5. So let's note down multiplicative inverse of. So dear student, please mention multiplicative inverse of which number. Now we are talking about 2 by 5. Right? Multiplicative inverse of 2 by 5. Of course, it is positive. So multiplicative inverse will be also positive. But dear student, here reciprocal of 2 by 5. So we need to mention 5. Right? Simple. Now one more is here in that. The 6 is minus 1. Fine. So which is easy. Okay. Minus 1, can I write as minus 1 by 1? I don't think there's the value will be changed. So multiplicative inverse of, because some of the students in hurry they used to write wrong thing, that is multiplicative inverse of minus 1 is, please remember, that is always minus 1. Why it is minus 1? What is the reason? Let's see. Because minus 1 by 1. Right? This is the original number. So, whatever the reciprocal, it must have negative sign. So, if I change then minus 1, this will be 1 and 1 by 1. Minus 1 by 1 is again gives the result minus 1. So, simply we can say it is minus. Clear to you? Please remember this thing. So, my dear student, in front of you, the question 5 is there. What we are given in the question, I am reading it for you. Name the property under multiplication used in the each of the following. Right? The question in a short I have mentioned here. Name the property. The question says, question is minus 4 by 5 into 1, that is equal to 1 into minus 4 by 5 equal to minus 4 by 5. This we are given. Okay? Now you observe here. If we are multiplying any rational number with 1, its the value doesn't change. It gives the same result. When we multiply minus 4 by 5 with 1, we are gaining minus 4 by 5. Similar procedure. If we multiply 1 with any rational number, means here minus 4 by 5. 1 into minus 4 by 5, that also gives the same rational number, that is minus 4 by 5. Right? So my dear student, here you can see if the value doesn't change. The value when we multiply with 1, its the value doesn't change. So which property under this we can say its the value doesn't change? So that is called 1 is the multiplicative identity. We call it 1 is the multiplicative identity. Okay, 1 is the multiplicative identity. Now, let's go with the second. What we are given in the second? Let's note down the question is in the second property. The question we are given, 1 is the multiplicative identity. 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 1 is the Let me read it here. We can write it here. The question number 1, it's the second part we are given here. Minus 13 upon 17 into minus 2 by 7 equal to minus 2 by 7 into minus 13 by 17. Right? Now you can see, very easy. Both the way the terms are, you can find here on your screen minus 13 by 7 and this is also minus 13 by 7. This side it is minus 2 by 7 and here also you are finding minus 2 by 7. Then you will say, ma'am, what is the difference? There isn't anything difference, but there is a difference of changing the places. Here this fractional number, this rational number is coming first and here it is coming on second position. And here we are multiplying the rational number. This rational number is in second position and equal to this side it is in the first position. This is only the changing of places. Changing of places in the multiplication. So we need to say this property is commutative property. This property is known as commutative, commutative property. Clear to you? The name of this property is commutativity. Commutativity also you can write. Commutativity also it's clear. If you do not want to add the word property, then simply you can write commutativity. Then also it's correct. Okay. Now let's go with the third. What we are given in the third? Let's see. Minus 19 upon 29 into 29 upon minus 19 and it gives the result 1. Again I am reading the question. Minus 19 upon 29 and 29 upon minus 19 that gives the result 1. You can see here, dear student, this number is a multiplicative inverse. Okay. When we multiply any rational number with its multiplicative inverse, always remember the answer will be 1. Please, once again I am explaining. When we multiply any rational number with its multiplicative inverse, then the answer will be 1. Now, under which property the answer will be 1? Of course, we need to mention here the name of the property is multiplicative inverse. The name of the property is multiplicative inverse. Clear to you? So we need to mention under multiplicative inverse property, this is the equation is satisfied the condition. This is complete. Question number 5. Only 3 examples are given, but I think you need to do many more for your better practice. Okay. As soon as we come to the completion of the syllabus, then completion of this chapter, we will have some extra sums as a practice. So you must go through it to refer more better for the property. Here. So my dear student, on your screen you can find the question number 6. The statement of the question 6 says, multiply 6 by 13 by the reciprocal of minus 7 by 60. Fine. Now, before we go for the multiplication procedure, we need to mention the reciprocal of this given number. Okay. So, let's start the solution. Let's work out on this statement. That is, first step we need to write for that reciprocal of minus 7 upon 16. So as you know, dear student, the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16 will be minus 16 by 7. As I told you, while writing reciprocal or a multiplicative inverse, we need not have to change the sign. Sign will remain same. Only we need to have the changes of numerator and denominator. Fine. Now, let's work out on the first step. Multiply. Now, which number we have to multiply? So, let's work out. We need to mention multiply 6 by 13 by Now by means which number? Minus 16 by 7. Fine. So dear student, we are going to multiply 6 by 13. Here I am multiplying 6 by 13 with its minus 16 by 7 with this which we have found for the this number. Now in numerator and denominator you can find there isn't anything common, okay, because 6 minus 16, 13 and 7, no such a common factor from denominator lies in numerator. So in such a case we need to write here 6 into minus 16 upon 13 into 7. Clear to you? So dear student, 16 6 jar. 16 6 jar. Here minus is already there. 6 6 jar 36. 3 carry over. 1 6 jar 6 means it will be 96. And 37 jar we know that is 90 jar. So the answer is minus 96 by 91. That is the solution for this given question. So dear student, here question number 7 we are given in the question. Tell what property allows you to compute 1 by 3 into in bracket 6 into 4 by 3 as in bracket 1 by 3 into 6 into 4 by 3, which is quite easy. See, look at your screen and see here. This is, it indicates that 1 by 3. This first time we are making the group. You can see we are making the grouping of these two terms. Okay, these two fractions. And second time we are making the group of first two terms. Clear to you? This is second two terms and then here first and second term. So this property is known as associative property. What we call it? This property is known as associative because we are associating. Associating whom? First we are associating these two fractional number and here we are associating first two fractional number. So the name of this property is associative property for multiplication of rational number. Also you can mention if you want to mention associative property for multiplication of rational numbers. So dear student, here the question is in front of you. Question number 8. Is 8 by 9 the multiplicative inverse minus 1 by 8? Why or why not? Okay, we have to check. Is it a multiplicative inverse of this number? So let's check. Okay, first of all, what is the number? Think about that number. Minus 1 by 8. This is the number. Fine. If I ask you to simplify it, to convert this number from mixed fraction to improper fraction, then minus will remain same. 8 1 ja 8. 8 plus 1, that is 9 by 8. So our number will become minus 9 by 8. This is the number. Now think about the multiplicative inverse of this number. Okay, so let's move with that. 8 by 9, the multiplicative inverse of this number, here it is, they are saying. So what will be the multiplicative inverse of 8 by 9? Let's think about that. So first we need to mention multiplicative inverse of 8 by 9. It will be 9 by 8. Fine. Multiplicative inverse of 8 by 9, it will be 9 by 8. Okay, but here you can see, dear student, here it is 9 by 8. So simply I should say here, this is 9 by 8. So I can say here that here it is minus, because as we are given are given the number which is negative number, right? Which is negative number. Negative number. That's why it is not a multiplicative inverse, right? So we need to write therefore it is not a multiplicative inverse. What should we write? Therefore it is not a multiplicative inverse of multiplicative. It is not a multiplicative inverse of which number? That is 8 by 9. Clear to you? So answer is no. Answer we should say no. So dear, I am reading the question for you here. The question is 0.3 the multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3? Why or why not? This is the question, right? Now first of all think about 0.3 the multiplicative inverse of this, fine. So for that simple, if I ask you to work out on this 0.3, I can write that is 3 by 10, fine. If I remove the decimal, then I could say that 0.3 can be written as 3 by 10. Okay. Now what is the multiplicative inverse? So multiplicative inverse of 3 by 10. Of course, it will be 10 by 3. Agree? Multiplicative inverse of 3 by 10, it will be 10 by 3. Clear to you? Now, 10 by 3. If we really divide 10 by 3, 10 by 3. Then if I convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction, in a rough column, you can mention, you can here show 10 divided by 3. If we divide 10, then 3 3 9. So our answer will be 3 1 by 3. You can see which is quite equal to this number. Fine. So we can say yes. Yes, 0.3 is the multiplicative. Yes, it is a multiplicative inverse of which number? Multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 5. It is 10 by 3 and which is quite similar with this. You see? So now question number 10 of exercise 1.1 which is in front of you. What it says, question number 10 says right. Means we need to reply the question, its answer. First we are given the rational number that does not have a reciprocal. A number which do not have any reciprocal, of course we know that 0. 0 is the number which do not have any reciprocal, because the reciprocal of 0 is, what should we write? What should we write? Nothing, it is not defined. So reciprocal of 0 is not lies, so answer is 0. Second question we are given, let me write it on your screen here, you can see the rational number. Second we are given the rational number that are equal to, the rational number that are equal to what? That are equal to their reciprocal. That are equal to their reciprocal. Reciprocal. We know reciprocal means multiplicative inverse. Now which number they are the reciprocal of itself? Okay. So there are two numbers. We know because reciprocal of 1. Reciprocal of 1. Reciprocal of 1 is 1 by 1, we know. So it is reciprocal of 1 is 1. Clear? Similarly we can say reciprocal of minus 1. That is also minus 1. Okay. So the rational number, such a rational number example we have to give who's equal to their reciprocal, means the number remains same. It's a reciprocal also same. So 1, its a reciprocal is 1, and minus 1, its the reciprocal is minus 1. So what is the answer? Here it is 1 and minus 1. These are two numbers. Clear to you? So you can mention the answer individually also. 1 and minus. Clear to you? Now let's move with the third part. What we are saying in the third question, let me note down. The question we are given the rational number that is equal to its the negative. That is equal to its the negative. Rational number that is equal to its a negative. So what are they? If they are equal to their negative numbers, then what are they? So simple, I should say 0, because 0 is not having any negative number, as we know, right? 0 is not having any negative number. So 0 is a number that is equal to its a negative. Clear to you? So this is the question number 10 and it's the 6. Okay, dear student. Now question number 11 is in front of you. The question is fill in the blanks. Okay, this is the last question of this exercise. Let's try to understand what individually each and every fill-up says. First fill-ups here we are given. It says that 0 has dash reciprocal, right? 0 has dash reciprocal. Already we have studied about this thing in question number 10. We know that 0 has no reciprocal. So I need to write here no. There is no reciprocal. Let me read the second. The numbers dash and dash are their own reciprocal. This also we have studied in question 10. Which number is not having their same reciprocal? 1. Because reciprocal of 1 is 1. And of course the reciprocal of minus 1 is also minus 1. This is the answer. Third, we are saying the reciprocal of minus 5 is, okay, reciprocal of minus 5 will be, so minus remain as it is because there isn't any changes for the sign. It will become minus 1 by 5. The reciprocal of minus 5 is minus 1 by 5. Clear to you? Next, reciprocal of 1 by x. Reciprocal of 1 by x and x not equal to 0 under this condition. X not equal to 0. Denominator must not be 0 for rational number, you know. So here the reciprocal of 1 by x, so it will be x. If I ask you the reciprocal of x, then you should say 1 by x. Reciprocal of 1 by x, then it will be x. Clear to you? Fifth question, fifth fill-up says, the product of two rational number is always a rational number. Please keep this in mind. The product of any two rational number, that is also a rational number. Clear to you? The sixth fill-up says the reciprocal of a positive number. This is positive I have written. Positive rational number is also positive. So you can mention it is in positive, Positive. Okay, here in short I have written the reciprocal of a positive rational number is also positive. Clear to you? So this is the completion of exercise 1.1. In our next video, we will have based on exercise 1.2. In that, we are going to study how to locate rational numbers on a number line. This is first topic. And secondly, we will learn in that how can we find particular rational numbers between given two rational numbers. Clear to you? So be ready for that.